Hello, and welcome to Accessibility Services Guide to Requesting Accommodation Letters. In this video, we will explore how students who have already established academic accommodations can log on to the Student Services portal to send out their accommodation letters to their instructors. Please note that if you are not yet approved for any accommodations, you will first need to book an appointment with your Accessibility Services advisor to discuss your needs. To book an appointment, please phone Student Services at 250-828-5023. To get started, navigate to the TRU Accessibility Services webpage located at tru.ca/AS. Once you're on the Accessibility Services webpage, scroll down until you find quick links on the right-hand side of the page. Then select Student Services Portal. Once you arrive at the Student Services Portal, you will need to log in using your TID and your MyTRU password. Then select Login. Once you're logged in, select Request Accommodation Letters. This page provides an overview of the process. Please note that if you're not yet registered with Accessibility Services, or if you require changes to your accommodations, you'll need to book an appointment with your Accessibility Services advisor before you can send out your accommodation letters. Once you've reviewed the information provided, select the Accommodations button at the top left corner of the page. This page lists all of your current courses. You'll need to select the correct term by using the Show Term menu. Today I will be sending out my accommodation letters for the fall session. Select the Request button for the course you'd like to send out your accommodation letter for. You can see the course name at the left-hand side. This is the page where you will release your accommodation letter to your instructors. First, review the list of your approved accommodations and choose the accommodations you want for this course. For your convenience, there's also the option to check all or check none. Once you choose your accommodations, you can choose which course you want to release this letter for. You can also decide to send it to all of your courses. Again, you have the option to check all or check none. If the course begins before an instructor is listed, but you know the instructor's name and email address, please provide that information to as@tru.ca. If you don't know the instructor information, we suggest that you wait until an instructor is listed before trying to send out your accommodation letters. Next, be sure to review your selections above, and then select My accommodations are correct the way they are. If you find that you require changes to your accommodations, you'll need to connect with your Accessibility Services advisor at this point before sending out your accommodation letters. Finally, scroll down to the bottom and review the confidentiality agreement. Once you do so, you can select I agree to the terms outlined above and hit Submit. You will now be brought back to the list of courses, and you can see that your accommodation letters have been sent to your instructor. Once your instructor reviews and acknowledges your letter, the status will change to confirmed. We recommend also reviewing your accommodation letter yourself. To download your accommodation letter as a PDF, select Get Letter. Your accommodation letter will then open up as a PDF file. Ensure you read through all the details and are aware of the student responsibilities. Remember to go through this full process at the beginning of each semester. If you have any questions or need assistance, please connect with Accessibility Services at as@tru.ca or 250-828-5023. Thanks for watching.